getting these VODs, so keep the cursing.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Thanks, friends.
Oh, we love VGBootCamp out here.
Gotta keep it up. But yeah, no, different stories on either side of these. Jahzz0 pretty convincing 3-1. Jahzz0 pretty over Sonics and Syrup, and then, as we said, dog fights for WebbJP throughout. And this is gonna be like the first time we're seeing WebbJP fight somebody that has like supreme kill power, like sub 100.
Yeah.
If you get like any hits, you can. So this is a different task.
Gotta be the exact opposite of what we saw in the last set. WebbJP doesn't have that thing to lie back on that maybe Cosmos is just not going to kill him to 200, because I've seen Jahzz0's kill confirms. This dude kills you at 80, not just sometimes, but consistently.
Yeah. Super deep here, though, too. Staying really active in the corner as well, because you have to with somebody who has the options off of ledge. Okay, WebbJP, that lock was crazy.
Yeah, that's the other side of it, right? You
Yeah.
get those crazy tech chases. If Jahzz0 can get the reads, that's where the confirms are going to come, not just on the typical bouncing fish stuff, but we just saw there. If you get the tech chase down smash, for example, it's very difficult for Ken to recover from those low angles.
Kill power coming out immediately, down tilting immediately into shore. You can try to get the backer on the air dodge in, but let's go below the ledge just for a second. Jahzz0 able to stay alive. We're back on the stage pretty quick after.
Not a lot, just enough to get yourself set up, and this is why now you have that option, forces him low because he's scared of it, but does manage to get past it and puts
Wow.
in that spot.
Yeah, this is scary too. Just trying to take the space we can get to. WebbJP not getting too creative out of the corner as we did the first time. Oh, love it. Empty land onto that shield after that. Down smash catches the air dodge. Jahzz0 getting a little preemptive on the defensive option.
Yeah, my man thinks he's Game & Watch or something with that anti-air down smash. A little surprising to see, but it works pretty well just because it option selects both sides. You can't cross up.
Crossing the shield here on top flat. Just the up air coverage too. Both players looking for the opening hits too, just running right by each other.
Okay, a little drag down, early damage. This is going to be where WebbJP has his comfortability. The thing for Jahzz0 is going to be surviving through this and not getting put into an awkward scenario.
Again, so much this game inside, so much percent, and this real estate advantage we have here for Jahzz0 has been so consistent. Get up attack, new option.
Look, my man tried to get into the real estate market before it
Right.
not too much, you know?
That prices are crazy.
He got that endowment from the millennial father, you know?
Focus through all of that. Look for a third back air deep. Not going to be the case. Oh, the roll scouted. Are you fully out of the third hit?
That's crucial for WebbJP. You gotta SDI those, does not get the second one, and that's a good stock for Jahzz0. Does make him work for it. Webb showing knowledge of the matchup, and an awful angle there, which Webb closes up very well.
I like how fast we were able to close out that space as WebbJP too, realizing Jahzz0 picked a bad option, but had to react quick to it. That was sick.
Those were those exact things we were talking about, right? You send him at awkward angles off stage, and that's the win con for WebbJP. Because you know he's not getting those cheeky Shoryuken for up smash option selects that Jahzz0's going for.
Ooh, preemptive there too. Put on another Tatsu, going to take some damage for it, and we are off stage. Double jump up there too, waiting for an option. I like that.
Yeah, he really just waited out there, did not want to fall through the platform like you typically see. Jahzz0 gets through, throws out the Tatsu, trying to create some space for himself like you talked about. Get that real estate. My man called up his agent, but WebbJP trying to strike in. He's got a lower offer.
Yeah. Empty hops in and out here too. Somebody's looking for something as an approaching option here too, but it's just like short hop fastball nairs, focusing through the bouncing fish. Yeah, so much movement. Yeah, it's huge.
I was surprised he got the focus attack out on time, but he did. WebbJP predicting that he was going to stay in the corner there, but Jahzz0 tech rolls in. Let's keep an eye on that in those pressure scenarios throughout this set. And another DP doesn't quite land for Jahzz0.
Oh, this is bad pressure. Really good nair timing there too. Had to guess when the down tilts were over. We had lag there too, but Jahzz0 able to close it out on the shield drop there too. Huge game one.
Yeah, that was crucial. Twice in one game, we saw JP getting out of those DPs, but that time around, Jahzz0 was able to find it. I feel like it's just those big setups. You get them right in the center of the move. It's a lot harder to SDI out of that or pray for a little bit of Sakurai's blessing to close it out. So good stuff to Jahzz0.
Yeah, So much approaching nair there too for WebbJP. There was a lot of times. I mean, obviously that move's very good. If you're doing it on a short hop, you can get a lot off of it there too. But Jahzz0 seemed to be really baiting out these aerial approaches from WebbJP. I mean, that's how you have to get in, obviously. But I mean, how can we adapt is the question.
Yeah, it's tough. I guess you take advantage of the fast dash speed of Sheik in those scenarios.
Yeah.
You get your throw combos started. It's not going to give you as much damage as what you would expect to see from those aerial approaches. Hence what you mentioned, where he wants to use those. But that's the rock paper scissors. The strongest option is not always the best option.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming though. At the ledge is WebbJP. Jump use here too. Again, these falling aerials getting called out. Jahzz0, one of the best in the business when it comes to these parries.
And the stage control. Jahzz0 is just forcing Webb into the corner. Hit him with the axe kick as well. Reset in this situation. And that auto turnaround makes it very hard for WebbJP to squeeze past him.
Well, I love that short hop aerial into grab. I think doing like undershoot aerials to bait out Jahzz0 to come forward, finding grab forward is a really good way to start out some new stuff. Ooh, shield pressure.
The roll into the corner. I'm amazed Webb went for that. He is so on the defensive, and Jahzz0 once again, another DP closing out that stock. Only 19% taken for his troubles.
Jump spam middle of the stage here too. Nobody wants to give up this line in the sand that we found in the middle. Finally to find a grab here too. Focus out of it, but we be able to punish the active hit. Really good stuff here too, but again, focusing through get out of jail free card activated.
Okay, we reset into the down air, goes for a tech chase off of the platform in that case. He wasn't quite in diamond cutter range for that up smash. Again, baiting out the focus attack as well, but Webb is a little bit too cautious, I think, maybe, and doesn't commit to the punish.
Ooh, great drop down back here there too. Trying to find another one, but sticky situation. Oh, that was crazy. Needles out of the corner. What a find there too. The option we have not seen yet.
Look, my man may be investing in real estate, but WebbJP going in on those diamonds because they are forever. Let's see if it's going to last long enough, though, to keep him going in this set as Jahzz0, he's starting to rack up that early damage.
That down smash tech chase with like, Hadouken is absolutely ridiculous. It is such a checkmate.
It's so oppressive because it doesn't matter what you do, like you said, that checkmate. Speaking of checkmates, though, force him low, but whiffs the back air. Beautiful spacing, the fade back from Jahzz0.
Crossover here too, trying to get the late nair to catch a shield drop. Jahzz0 not falling for it. Baiting shield drop, maybe think WebbJP would land the grab, but again to the corner, able to get off scot-free this time. Big pressure. Then nair timing out of shield, then Pini. Let's pop.
He found the gap. I can't believe he found that gap. I was talking about how nervous he was playing, how cautious earlier in this game number 2, but he started to turn it on, both with things like that as well as the aggressive fares out of the corner, those mix-ups. Nice
back air. Yeah, it finds his mark this time. Not going to let those go to waste, leave any meat on the bone there.
Everything's good for now. However, that's only one stock. We saw this situation last time, and Jahzz0 was able to find those DPs. WebbJP got out of one of them. Can you get out of it again? Will Jahzz0 even get the opportunity with this stretcher combo?
Oh, hitting out focus again, too. We've been finding so much mileage off of that already, Lentini. We're going for an up tilt there in the corner. But again, switching situation.
The double downs on the mix-ups. Jahzz0 going for the full focus attack for the first time, and somehow WebbJP was a step ahead. He was privy to it, and he's starting to answer back after such a promising first stock and first game from Jahzz0.
Oh, the distancing on those aerials on shield is crazy there too. Jahzz0 has to like drop shield dash forward, but WebbJP able to make it work out. Well spaced, gonna find the soft nair.
Yeah, he wanted the jump from Jahzz0. Jahzz0 doesn't give it to him. This is your opportunity. This is where the scam train gets started. I saw some subs in the chat. Shout out to Gamer Hype. Let's see if that's going to power up Jahzz0 or not, as 50% going on WebbJP.
Air off ledge once again. We're getting so aggressive out of the corner here too. Tons of aerial, tons of nair, tons of fair. Gonna throw bomb out here. Not gonna get, actually it does get deactivated in the corner, so Jahzz0 a little bit easier to keep this pressure up online. Oh!
Beautiful from Jahzz0, just walks him off.
Yeah, that's crazy. The push there too after the shield break too. Everybody knows. All the Street Fighter characters know that's what you got to do in that situation for free stocks.
That's such a tough scenario. Jahzz0 didn't find the hole that time, and he makes you pay for it. But we were talking about this right at the top of the set. This is the life that you accept when you play a character like Sheik. But WebbJP has shown all the way through this tournament that he's willing to be in it for the long haul. The number of times I've been at a venue or at a B&B or something, and WebbJP has been in attendance. Dude grinds all night. I know he has the stamina. That's not an exaggeration. I have seen this dude grind all night instead of sleeping. So Jahzz0, maybe just another one to knock down. Give it some time.
Let's see if the 10,000 hours pays off here, too. It will be the long road to get there. If we win this one, it will be Jahzz0's counter pick throughout the entire rest of the set. We got to get there first.
Yeah, Jahzz0 playing super clean, finding the win cons, right? That's the nature of the game. Your neutral's not going to be as strong. It's just when you get in, you have to deliver. He has.
Yeah, and like, to go back in that last stock, too, we finally grabbed in this corner. So many times has Jahzz0 found himself getting shielded by WebbJP, too, and WebbJP just takes the shield pressure, too, so finding the break in that situation, huge.
The grab reset there. Back air, again, forcing him low. Jahzz0 has been doing very well with those low recoveries.
Ooh, just the jump outs here, too. Love the fade away. Focus going to get us out of any knockbacks, so we're going to take some damage for it.
Wild roundhouse from Jahzz0 to get himself into that situation. Maybe a little bit too preemptive. WebbJP going for another reset with that short hop. Looks for a bait, but Jahzz0 instead baiting him with that flying back.
Dash back here, too. Just looking. Oh, okay. Going to find the outside hitbox of the up smash. The Dynasty.
Okay, maybe Diamond's arm forever. That jump back kick once again from Jahzz0. So potent. The first one didn't kill, but the second one does. Instant ledge jump from WebbJP, gets a great angle, but again, Jahzz0 was able to just go below it.
Ooh, the spot dodge there, too, to avoid any falling area WebbJP could have had coming. Wall jump off of the corner, trying to get needles out, too. Jahzz0 completely out of the situation, but I love the option. Jahzz0 is so crazy in this corner, though, man.
I feel like Jahzz0, he's not getting huge damage off of some of these neutral openings, but what he's doing is he's using cancelable moves that are super safe, so even if it does hit shield, he can react and option select whether to go for those Tatsu punishes for control of the stage, as Ken is known for, or to just play it safe, back off, and reset the neutral.
Tons of dashbacks coming out of Jahzz0's corner play here, too. Baits up the air dodge, jump up forward, and that's the cash out we were looking for, too, my man.
Man only needed one hit, and he hit it hard. And now 3 stocks to 1. JP in that scenario. Look how low he has to go. And finally, it's enough. The fear, the intimidation, forcing Jahzz0 to kind of force the SD there.
Tons of damage here, too. Tatsu forward, but immediate dash back here, too. Knows there's so many options out of the corner. Give me this nair for the soft grab.
Okay, this is where it gets started. Oh, only 24%. He falls out of that second up air. WebbJP fading slightly too far forward on a group that has a tiny hitbox. And you see, WebbJP, he has to drop the shield.
Yeah, no. Reminiscent of the last game. Just the up tilt spam here, too. This is scary. No mix up here, too. Just neutral get up in the face of danger. Oh, able to crouch under that nair. That was actually nuts.
A little bit spicy, going for those shield break setups. And WebbJP has to respect it. Finally thinks he has an opening to jump in. And Jahzz0, once again, that jump back kick. So potent.
Yeah, and I feel like that game was really decided in the corner. There were so many times where the movement from Jahzz0 just had WebbJP in an absolute blender. The dashbacks, you know, the wave lands, if you will, and turnaround back airs were catching so much stuff there too. So even though as Sheik you have so many options in that area too, Jahzz0 just did not seem phased.
Decisive 3-0. I completely agree. Just not phased was the name of the game. We saw that from WebbJP early on where he was starting to get a little bit, you know, uncomfortable. Things looked a bit iffy. He was scared to press buttons. Came back a bit, but then it looped right back around as Jahzz0 found his openings. And now I think looking at the bracket,